action or whatever. Do we have the GH5 in focus this time? It looks like it. It looks like it. I used Gizmo over here to pull focus. I am sorry that I did not record that part uh, onto the phone now because, yeah. I figured out how to pull focus for the GH5, um, even though I have to pull focus to where I'm sitting at and while me not sitting here, because like I'm a one man thing, I'm a one man wiener or whatever. Uh, yeah. Anyway, I took a light stand and I put Gizmo's head on top of it, so it's like a model to pull focus on. But I wasn't filming when I set up the uh, manual focus on the GH5 because the autofocus on the GH5 sucks dick. It and it doesn't suck a good dick. It sucks like, well, I was gonna say tiny dick, but sometimes like small dicks are better. Uh, Another wave in another ocean. It the GH5 autofocus sucks a greasy, unwashed penis. 30, like sewer dick. Imagine Splinter, the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Imagine sucking his dick. Um, that's the kind of dick that the GH5 focuses. Autofocus sucks. No offense, Splinter, because Splinter's a good dude. Just saying. Hey, you guys. Let's start out with a little bit of housekeeping. Uh, we are shooting the S5 2X. We are at 35 millimeter, 4.5 aperture ISO 1600. Um, Over here on our phone, we're recording on the Blackmagic app. I'm not sure if I can. Oh, let's see. We are at ISO 151. Shutter speed of 153. I think our aperture is 1.9, but that don't seem right because, our focus is definitely infinity. And over here is the GH5, and I think I pulled focus right this time using my Giz model. We are at f2.5. ISO is actually 400, I think, this time. Um, and we're on the 14 millimeter, which is actually 28 millimeter. How about I? How about I? How about I? So, yeah, before we get started, I broke out the not so new proxy. Well, it's the newest proxy. The newest proxy. Um, I could have sworn it was 2 taps. There we go. 2 taps. Tap it 2 times, girl. I'll tap it twice today. Tap it 2 times, girl. I'm going away. I'm not really. I'm right here, baby. All the tap, tap, tap away. Come on, are you going to buzz or come on, buzz and vibrate and make me feel good thing, as it says in the good book. That's what I'm waiting on. Waiting on it to vibrate and make me feel good. Did it vibrate and me not know? Oh, there it goes. Just like that. Hobby da da. Hobby da da. That definitely looks good in this little tiny monitor. And we'll see about it on the phone down here. Oh, CBD, CB how do you do, Scooby Doo? Wait, I just rhymed do with do. Doo doo! They're probably down there like, the fuck? The foot. Ah, hoo, ha, ha, ha. I just realized all three cameras that we're using right now are all of different sensor size. Ladies. I don't even know what the sensor size is on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I know it's less than an inch. I thought about using and I might in the future use the Pocket 3 uh, down here instead of the phone. Well, actually, uh, long term, once I decide on another memory card down to the phone, uh, I am gonna instead of using my phone right here, I'm gonna use the GX85. But we're gonna get to that in a moment. Because I got some power thing. Oh, zap, zap it a zap, slap me back. I don't know why. It's still, you know, I'm just trying to finish off all my milk, Mama. I am just trying to finish off all of my milk. Because, Milky does the lungs good. Or actually, Milky does my head good. Milky does my head good, Mama. So, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? It's it ain't been that goddamn long. Any hit, hoot, and getting kaboot, as they always shoot. Uh, I wasn't planning on. I was going to use all my spending money this month on my medicine and stuff, but I found a deal on B&H on the deal zone that I couldn't pass up. So I ordered a couple things. The first thing I'm going to show you wasn't part of the deal zone, but I thought it was a. I was looking for something like this, and it looked good, and it was only $26. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you that right now. It's a power strip. It is a power strip, and yes, I know $26 is kind of expensive for a power strip, but it's a good one. It's got 4,000 joules of surge protection, and more importantly, oh, let's pull it out. I could have got one with a 10-foot cord, but I think 6-foot cord was probably enough. Plus, I can use extension cords, and um, you know, for what I'm going to be using this for, uh, in part is I might hook it up to the Jackery as well. I've got a Jackery. Well, I've got a Jackery 500 and a Jackery 160. Anyway, so we got 22 outlets total, and as you can see, it's got outlets on the like the sides for like wall warts with a good little bit of space. So I think most wall warts are going to fit along next to each other, which, with those like cheap power strips you get at Walmart, most of the time that ain't happening. And then a whole bunch in the center for, the ones that don't interfere with each other. Then on top of that, we got two USB A and two USB C. So the purpose for this is going to be multi-fold or multi-purpose, however you want to look at it. So there is like mounting screws and some like instructions for all of that, and like a get out of there, like a little piece of paper that shows you, the mounting holes and positions and everything. But we're not using that because one use for this is going to be travel. When I am well, like what I just told you, using the Jackery, if I want to do a shoot somewhere, like a multicam shoot or whatever, and I need, plenty of power, that I could hook this up to the Jackery 500 and, run the cameras through AC and stuff instead of, having to drain all the batteries and everything. And, or overnight being able to, if I'm like at the beach or, you know, uh, Mars or Venus or Jupiter or something, uh, where I can charge batteries overnight and everything, as well as shooting in here and just being able to hook all the cameras and everything up to here and not have to worry about batteries uh, running out and everything. Or again, here and charging batteries and stuff if I'm coming back from, say, shooting at Cub Run or, doing a nature shoot or something, where taking this and the Jackery 500 is just too much and I don't really need it. The NPF batteries are going to cover whatever, whatever batteries I burn down while I'm gone, I can hook up to this. So I'm going to be really careful with this not to plug it up somewhere where it can like get awkward trying to disconnect stuff. That happens so many times that I buy something that I mean to be able to use in different scenarios and then unhook, and then like it ends up going behind a chair or a desk or something, and then I'm like, I don't want to go through the trouble of unhooking that to use it somewhere else. So I'm gonna be really careful to not fall into that trap with this one. uh, we're not going to really test this or, review this as part of this video. But, I wanted to show you guys nonetheless. Hi. Oh, coming up. Hi. Hi. I love you. Won't you tell me meow meow? Hi. I love you. Won't you tell me meow meow? She's zooming down the hall. Mouthful of furry ball. Get down from there. You're not even on the screen anymore, dude. You are not even on the screen anymore. So the deal zone item that I got uh, uh, is you probably already read it in the title, but it's this right here. And I am sorry that I am not really going to do like a full review of this thing. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit, but the reason I'm apologizing because like most of the stuff that I buy, or unlike most of the stuff that I buy, there is not a bunch of like actual reviews, hey girl, of this thing on YouTube or that I've seen online really at all. Um, there's none. There's a couple like promo videos from the Savage Company, whatever, but Anyway, I digress. This is normally 200 and it's back at $205 now. See, uh at the $205, I probably would not be taking the chance on this. However, hey girl, I told you that this appeared as a deal that I could not pass up because it showed up on the deal zone for like $35. So I was planning or I wanted to get a ring light anyway. The one I was wanted to get was the newer, the knee were or the new were whatever 18-inch. I think it's either RL-18 or RL-16 is the model number, something like that. But the reason I wanted that one is because the diffuser on the front like comes off in 4 pieces, so you can put the what is it 5600 or 4600 whatever, like on the top and the bottom, and then the tungsten like on the sides the warm and then the cold. Uh, and that's really good for skin tones, basically. Uh, but that one was going to be $120. So when I saw this one for $35, I'm like, I'm going to take that chance, because it's not 18-inch, but it's 17-inch, and this is like a full-fledged kit, um, sort of. It's got a well, I mean, I already have a green screen, but the green screen that I have is like, well, I've got two green screens. I've got one that's just massive, and then I've got another one that's kind of like a pop-up one, and I fucking hate it. I can never get it folded back up right. Um, anyway, so this one's got like a just a folding green screen. It's like 5x7. Well, it actually flips, and I think is gray on the other side, but then it's got grommets and like a couple wall hooks. So as long as the wall hooks are like, what do you call them, like the command strip type things, then I'll use the ones in the box. If not, I'll just go to the store if I don't already have some and get some, because I rent, so I don't want to like fuck up the walls if it's not that. But anyway, uh, yeah. So we will first we're gonna go ahead and unbox it, and then we're gonna switch out uh, this light right here for this, and just kind of see how it goes. It might like actually get in the way of this light. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, but and then I'm gonna try turning off my big lights over here, and uh, where I plan on putting the green screen. Um, I've still got stuff in the way, but I will try to shoot something, even if it's short, over there, and go ahead and hang this up if I've got the right hooks, or if the hooks are whatever, non-destructive, as we say in the audio world. Uh, yeah, so let's go ahead and get this unboxed. Uh, uh, get it. Get it. Get it. Down at my feet. There's not much room in here. And I did not bring my friggin' knife, man. I did not bring my friggin' knife in here. Go get my knife keys. Like she's gonna go get my knife. She won't even, like when she goes to the concession stand at night when we're watching TV, she won't even bring me back milk duds. I know she's not gonna go get me a knife. Shit, lazy girl, lazy girl. Won't bring me no milk duds. You son of a bitch. All I wanted was some milk duds, just some milk duds, and she wouldn't bring them to me. Just some milk duds. I almost got this piece of tape right here. I am doing this the old school way, without a knife. Without a knife. And, that is, another cool thing that I like for $35 is that it still comes with the case. Uh, of course, again, like I said, deal zone items. So take from that what you shill. Here's the case. It seems okay from the outside. The case does anyway. Its zipper's a little bit cheap, but and then we got a content sheet right here. It's contents, table of contents, or a sheet of contents, whatever you want to call it. I cannot see myself using the mirror on here because you know I'm not I don't wear makeup, so uh, let's see. And okay, so this can just Velcro on out the way. And then I'm guessing this is the lighting stand. That is Keys playing with her balls. And here's that mirror we were talking about. And here is that green screen. So are the hooks in here, or I don't feel them? Let's put that aside and put the mirror aside. Oh, okay. There's like a whole nother thing. And yes, it is. It is actually just command strips. So that's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Uh, so on the bottom level is our actual ring light, and I'm guessing the power adapter that just fell on the floor. So let me get this all up out the way, and well, let's just go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the ring light itself first. This is another thing that I think is pretty cool about it, is that it has these long, for some reason, cold shoe mounts on here, three sides or three of them, and all of them in additionally to being cold shoe mounts, also have 1/4 inch 20 female threads. So I would use, the plan is if I'm going to use my phone, I was thinking I've got those 1/4 inch 20 male couplers, but unfortunately those have like the big ring around them, so like the cold shoe mount will kind of like get in the way of that, I think. But I do also have a few like cold shoe to 1/4 inch 20 adapters, so that I can use the MagSafe attachment for my phone. Let me not fuck that up. And then we've got our buttons on the front. This is one thing I already know I'm not going to like. I don't know about the modes, but, having the intensity or brightness, whatever you want to call it, be just these like little touch buttons. I don't like that. I'd much rather have a knob to, that tactical feel, especially if I had been paying like full price for this. So, yeah. Uh, and let's see, here we got the power adapter. Definitely going to need that for obvious. It does not have a thing on here at all for like NPF batteries. So if you want to use this mobily where there is no power source, you got to bring your own. Batteries or like NPF batteries or anything like that will not cut it. But like I was talking about with the Jackery 500 and our little new power strip over here, you know. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about these. I'm not even going to take these out of the things for at least for right now. But you got some like little phone clamps with 1/4 inch 20 male threads on here. Uh, I guess if you want to use two phones instead of one or something. Uh, I don't know if I want to take the mirror out. I kind of want to like look at the mirror, but well, we'll take it out. We'll take it out. I'm probably not going to use it at all, but we will look at the mirror. Oh, and here's our power cord. It's just a simple little power cord. What are you doing, baby girl? Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I am. So it is we got a mirror on both sides. Oh god, that is a really bad sight on that side. Thank God y'all can't see that. Uh that is very, very stiff and feels like if I try to force it, it's gonna break. I don't think it will, but hey, keys, keys, look at yees. Hey, do you see yourself? Hey, she's more worried about the shiny thing on the floor. She loves to see herself on the TV, but like, I guess the shiny thing distracts her or whatever. But yeah. So there's the mirror. Uh, that's taking it out of the whole thing was kind of a waste of time, but is what it is. So the only thing left is the green screen. So I am well, let's see. If I take this out, is it gonna, because I do kind of want to like look at the uh just like look briefly at the other side of it at least. I'll, as long as the ring light itself actually works and everything, um, I can't see. It's going to be really hard for this to not be worth the $35 because it's $35, and you get the ring light and the green screen and everything. Um, it's going to have to work to not be good. So, yeah, there's the gray on the other side. I mean, to be fair, I have seen things uh, disappoint me in ways that I never thought possible too. So, that's not to say that this can't find a way to disappoint me even for the $35. We'll see. We will see about it. Um, you know, in solidarity, in solidarity, I am using that accent. Accent. Oh God, I am overdoing it now, and now it's going to be offensive. Fuck. I was going to do that accent in solidarity with my Minnesotan friends, with my Minnesotan people. Eh? Yeah. So now we are going to cut, and I am going to try and replace this, and we're going to hook up the ring light and all of that jibba jabba scuba scabba hoopa skanka. I'm gonna be right banker or something. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, and I apologize. I apologize. I am sorry. So I mean, it works. It was at, I'm guessing, its brightest setting uh, when I plugged it in, and oh boy, it was pretty bright. And the mode basically just switches between a few different shades or uh, light things. So this was looked like about the warmest setting, and that's kind of what I want for the middle. Be a little bit warmer. So I got my side lights are pretty much straight up daylight, and then this is or white. I guess that would actually be more indoor, like fluorescent, whatever. And then this is more tungsten. It's warmer, more yellowish light. It's not really, well, sort of. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. If you know the lights, if you know lights, you know what I'm saying. And I forgot to mention too that there is a, USB port on the side of this ring light. I'm sorry, I did not line up our symmetry very perfect. But so basically you can actually plug your phone in and let it charge and power while you're recording. That's a pretty neat feature. So far, I would say, yeah, it's worth the 35. It was worth the $35. Pretty easy peasy. Um, I will, before I go and try, show you, the different intensities, because I definitely did dial back the intensity. But let's turn off my big GVMs here real quick and just see what it looks like from, you know, my, well, my phone, which is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the GH5 over here, and the S5 2X right here. And I am already seeing a little green ring when I turn my head to the other cameras. So now, you know, now we're just on the ring light. Well, the kitchen light is on, and like the normal living room lights are on. But yeah, so I'm going to boost the intensity and see how that looks. And remember, future me, to show it uncolor graded and then color corrected. So it's a little less light, so it's harder to focus. But this is what it looks like without my other big lights. And on my phone, honestly, on the iPhone, it looks just about the same. This right here, this first part is uncolor corrected. And then over to the GH5, that looks kind of funky and full of shadows. It probably does on the S5 2X over here too, but like I can't, the ring light is like actually kind of blocking my view of the TV, not completely, but a little bit. A little bit. So yeah, this is at full intensity, um, uncorrected, and now let's correct it a little bit, color correct it a little bit, and play with the color correction, um, and see how that looks while I finish my Stogerette. Hmm. How do you guys do? Do you do it often? Really? You do it often? I wish I did it often. I got to rely on robots most of the time, to be honest. And, you know, it's better than nothing. It is definitely better than nothing. Hi, I love you. Won't you say meow, meow, meow? Ooh, and now it's a blue ring around it. Hi, I love you. Won't you tell me meow, meow? She's what? Excuse me. She's zooming down the hall, mouth full of furry ball. Do you hope to see her swatted too? Do you hope she'll get up and cuddle with you? Yeah, but she won't. Hi, I love you. Won't you tell me meow meow? Love you. All right. I'm going to turn the big lights back on and then, bring this down. Well, first, let's bring the big lights up. And wow, that is, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That is just too much intensity. And I'm sorry, I can't, uh, I would like show you, like, well, I guess I could, like, maybe just like, now I can sort of show you the different modes. That is total white. That is more like blue, like really cold. And then that's our, you know, tungsten or whatever you want to call it. And so let's dial back that intensity a little bit, say right about there. And honestly, it feels a little bit more pink than yellow. But again, uh, for the $35 that I paid, it's not bad. And these little touch buttons are not as bad as I thought they would be. Adjusting the intensity using these little touch buttons is not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. And actually, the light stand is not great, but it's better than the light stands I think I've gotten with almost any other lighting package that I've ever bought. And because lighting packages always come with pretty cheap light stands. And this one is a little bit thicker uh, than most of them. I can't say really how long the knobs and joints are going to hold up, however, because, it is very plasticky. The ring light itself is very plasticky. The all of the parts just about are very plasticky. And so, time will tell as, how well it's going to hold up. It's not super well built, again, but it is better than the light stands I've gotten with pretty much any of the other lighting packages that I've bought. And honestly, that does include the GVMs that I'm using in here. I don't remember what the GVM models were, but it was a two-piece set with the carry case and like the remote control and everything on a deal zone for like I think it was like around $300 or something. It wasn't near percentage wise. It was not nearly as much off as this ring light was. But again, you know, I had never heard of the brand Savage before, and I don't think most people have too either. As a matter of fact, when I went through the reviews, um, it seemed like every single review said the same thing about getting it on the deal zone, for super cheap. So that's probably the only people that are actually buying this is the people who get it for this $35 price. And I'm one of them now. And I'm not disappointed really for the 35 bucks so far. uh, again, very plasticky, not a whole lot of features. There's no app control or remote control or, anything like that. The stand is better than comes with most lighting packages, though it's still not a great lighting stand. Um, but it's, again, for 35 bucks. And the brightness is fine. That top intensity is pretty fucking bright. As a matter of fact, we're going to have to wait probably until tomorrow before we hook up the green screen and try to record something there because it is already 7:30 and I'm planning to order food tonight that's going to have to come from about 30, 40 minutes away or 30, 40 miles, whatever away. So, I got to do that soon. Um, and it's going to take me a little bit to like actually put this up and everything. So I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that because I've got another video ahead of this one that I want to get up and edit. And, you will have probably either already seen that video or skipped past that video. If you're watching this one, well, I guess you are watching this one because otherwise you wouldn't hear me saying, talking about it. Shut up, Steve. Go. Um, Butt cheeks. But the generally when we're talking about lighting, the bigger the light is, the wider dispersion the light is, the softer the light is going to be. But that being said, uh, you know, I've got a feeling when this ring light becomes the only or the main light source, like I'm trying to film in, well, basically the kitchen in front of a green screen, um, we're probably going to be dealing with some shadows and harsh lights. So, that's why I definitely want to test that and figure out, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, because, shooting in front of a green screen, or rather lighting for a green screen, is tricky business because you don't want shadows on the screen. You want the screen to be illuminated all the same shade and everything, free of shadows and everything to make the effect work properly, or to get the most out of the effect. And, it's a lot more complicated than most people think. As a matter of fact, not talking shit because, of course, he's my cousin. I love him. And he just doesn't know, how to do, the intricacies of doing a green screen. Anyway, he wanted me to do a stop motion video of a Lego build that he did all on I think it was like construction paper or something, but he got it was the right chroma green color and everything, but like the lighting was different in every picture. And, there was shadows here and shadows there, different in every pictures. There was some pictures that there was a little bit of the table showing in the picture and stuff, and it was just such a nightmare to try to do. Again, not taking that out on him just because, that's an expertise and knowledge that I don't think, I'm sorry, to be assuming anything, if you're watching this, but, I don't think that that's an expertise or a knowledge that he really has, so that, of course that's not his fault. But goddamn. So, yeah. So green screening is a tricky business, and that's one of the reasons why I gave up on it. The At the old apartment, at least as a main thing, because and the other thing was just because I couldn't just like leave it rolled out and everything the way I wanted to because Mr. P kept pissing on the goddamn green screen. You could not leave fabric on the floor because Mr. P would just piss on everything, on all of it. Shirts, pants, green screen, towels. Again, not his fault. That stemmed from his first time with Stuvite crystals. So it wasn't his fault. And I wasn't mad at him. It was frustrating. So yeah, I'm gonna just drop in the green screen test that we do tomorrow, whenever, however, uh, as a post thing. And I guess I'll do the sign off from that. So, slippy slip, cutty cut. If something happens with that butt, I mean, if something happens that we don't make it through that or whatever, I love you all and I'll see you in the next one. But most likely, I'll see you in front of the green screen, like right here, slippy slip. Hey, you guys, baby Ruth. It's the following night or whatever. The ring light is not on yet. Right now, we're only being lit by the living room, the kitchen. Here, we are actually standing in the hall by the kitchen because this is the only place where like I really had free to hang it. And then studio over on this side. Anyway, this is ungraded so far because before we put anything behind us and anything, I want to give you a chance to see with and without the ring light. Let's go ahead for a brief moment and go ahead before we turn the light on and throw something up behind us just to see how it does. Can you believe that that is going on back there? Can you fucking believe that shit? I can't. I have no idea what's going on back there because I don't know what I'm put back there yet. Anyway, cut that out. Cut that noise. Now we're going to turn the ring light on. I'm blind. We're going to go through the different cycles. And again, wow, ungraded. We're going to bring the intensity down because goddamn, that is like a lot. Uh, You know, we don't want too much. We want it to be slightly overexposed and then bring it down in post. So we're going tungsten here. I think that I'm going to try something else here, but okay, that's not really doing anything. Anyway, yeah, so let's fix the color grade and bring that overexposure down slightly, right? Her, ha, ha. Hey, girl, I see you over there. She don't know what to do. I'm like standing up and recording now. Yikes, fucking freaky. So, all right, let's cut the green out and put something up behind me, preferably a pretty girl. This video is brought to you by our not sponsor, Strawberry Fanta. Strawberry Fanta, baby. Ha, ha. I am kind of surprised, uh, standing like right here, how the shadowing just kind of has disappeared. I guess like the blurry, the bokeh or whatever, is kind of like, helping like blur out the shadows. So that could be good. That's kind of what I was hoping a little bit with this lens. So it also might just be wishful thinking. I'm just going to read some random Facebook posts. 50% off. Audio. Something like that. 12,000 watt. I'm sorry, I spit that. I sprayed when I said that. And oh, it's two girls kissing. I'd be giving her publicity on my thing, because it's one of those thirst trap girls on Facebook, so that she can get, is this heaven? I am the luckiest man in the world. And, blah, 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 blah. Morning. Would you like some pancakes? Yeah? Well, the mix is in the cabinet. Make me some. And don't skimp on the syrup and butter. So I'm just having fun with it. Anyway, it is a thirst trap, but it's not a thirst trap. And it's really fucking weird. Check. Right into my open mouth. Ah. And then gives you a motivational speech. I don't know whether to feel inspired, dirty, or ashamed, or what. I'm just saying no. Anyway, randomly. ESPN is the new home for WWE premium live events, and they suck. Stream the WWE's biggest live events with the Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, HGQTLNA bundle. Premium live events cost about as much as they used to cost you on pay-per-view. Congratulations! So glad I don't do wrestling anymore. Oh, I am in the comments section. We don't. Well, you know what? Just for the fun of it, let us read a couple comments or one. I have this exact bundle, but the screen says must upgrade to ESPN Unlimited in order to watch it, including my virginity. I really need to lose that thing. Uh, there was a brief time in the 1990s that you could pull up text to some start over. I did not do my vocal exercises before shooting this video. There was a brief time in the 1990s that you could pull up next to someone at a red light and ask if they had any Grey Poupon. Actually, it says had any mustard, but that's what they're referring to. Pardon me, would you happen to have any Grey Poupon? That accent was terrible, and I apologize. Uh, since being diagnosed with diabetes, I noticed the bottom of my feet has become more dry and getting a little hard. Using regular lotion. May I recommend the Walmart brand jelly? It's cheap, it's plentiful, and it's cheap, and it works. Much better than the Food Line brand. So I cut it. You should have just kicked him in the nuts. Not really, not really, not really, but maybe. 5-year price guaranteed. And I will, Jenny. How about I? Ha! 11 months out of the year. Soft and breathable. I'm not even going to give that any context. I want one. Law and Order? Nah. Raw and older. See, I told you, thirst traps. They're thirst traps aimed at. Sure. Oh, this is an even smaller. Uh, 95 plus channels. No cable box or streaming or satellite needed. I cannot read. I am terrible at this job. Botox lip Levitt. I wish I could afford a local large chicken Alfredo pizza, and I wish they delivered to my Witch in the Woods location. I'll meet you there, baby. China has pandas. Australia has kangaroos. What does your country have? Cops that won't go into a school when there's a school shooting. Too soon? I definitely had that play set as a kid. I just want you to stop saying odd shit. Megan McAnus. Whatever they want Jesus to be, if that makes sense. What is the leading cause of divorce? That's easy. Marriage. I'm still waiting on them fucking pancakes, though, girl. I'm still waiting on them motherfucking pancakes. Bring my pancakes. Oh, Keys is in there stealing my chair and tearing it apart, and my feet are hurting. Uh, Shut the fuck up, Donnie. I'm still reading stuff from my phone. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Uh, you're out of your element. Mr. Roper about to come in. You better watch that shit. Then he don't know what the fuck he's doing. Headphones are very deceptive. When you're trying to like match frequencies and get your levels right and everything, headphones are incredibly deceiving. Your cat needs new toys. The green screen's up. How do you do? How you like that? How about How about mama da? Bring it on, Atashira. Hi, keys. Or let's sing her theme song real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. She's zooming down the hall, mouth full of furry balls. Do you hope to watch her swat it too? Do you hope she'll come up and cuddle with you? Hi, I love you, won't you tell me meow meow? Hi, I love you, won't you tell me meow meow? Love you. Thank you all for, sticking around up until the very end and the green screen portion of the Fin, Fin. I love you alls, and I will see you in the next one, babies. Bye 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 bye. So that looks like good. That looks like good. See you later, Giz. Oh shit, now I am Superman. I am super dumbass. Doo doo. She loves watching TV, but she really loves seeing herself on the TV. She will straight up go after herself. She's like, I'm gonna get you, you son of a bitch. So I will here in